From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. This will be taken very short. And fights through one man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yellow, 180, attack, get in the way,
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second and 9, Mahomes flush to his right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9.
Mike 41. 0-15. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 37.
55.
Mahomes to throw on third and 1. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think? Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
Jim. 26. 59. Under 10. Check 9. Kill.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
53. Here we go. Check it out, Reed. What alert? Check 59.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 42 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, it's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Get him, boys! Night, sweetheart!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Chiefs nothing.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
15. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. It's a foot race. The 20. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Charlie.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 53 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Check 25. Check 25. Check. Crunch. 24. Crunch. Hey, check 24. Check. Let him go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 52 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Hey, 31. Check safety, check safety. Slam.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check 52. Shift, shift. Shift. 59. 55. High alert. Nickel. Check 43. Set. Mike 54. Mike 59. Watch the run.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's third down and 8 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout. Coming here defensively, as on fourth down, may as well make them punt it. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better bring it. Alert.
The final shot before the break. Watson finding fouls complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Reset.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Flushed out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Come on. 24 down, he's coming. Watch twist. Check.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. It's complete to Fuller. And some space here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you?
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 77 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
You got it. Check it back. That's the one. Hey, watch it.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They'll run on first down. Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Chiefs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
That's right, baby. They don't see 6.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58, Mike. All right. Hey, 57. Hey, let's get there.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check cross, check cross, check cross.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Give me that ball, baby. 31. Give me that ball.
They'll look to throw.
No.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Let's go, baby. What you got? What you got? What you got, baby? Give me some. Give me some. What we got?
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one.
Under 10. Under 10. 10 4. Check 9. Kill. 54. Another timeout.
They will indeed snap it to Watson, being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tano Passigno. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Check out. What's here? Check four. Check.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're running with Gurley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 50.
They'll run it with Williams. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Mahomes, Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice fit.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 83 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again, sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And some room to run now. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
26 Mike. Hey, 15. Hey, Ridley.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Yellow. 480. 15. Got one. 15.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Roll it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
High 7.
Out of the gun. Gone. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. On first down, it's gone. And that one's complete to Gurley.
Complete to Todd Gurley.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Gurley again here on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check. Crunch. 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 There's the goal. 53 is the mark. 11. 53.
On 4th down, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 57, color, 57 color. Easy.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Here we go, 76.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll fire one in, and it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. Hey, 76. 76. 54. Watch the run.
To throw is gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. It's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will tie things at 17-all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. From the 38, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. They say burn one here in this third quarter.
Check, check. Lucky.
Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Mahomes steps away to his... There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Another carry now for Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Into the secondary again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 33 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Mahomes Rams will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And now look at him go. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hold on. Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Kill.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Hey, over. 53. Check 53. I smell.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it on for his running back. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to air it out deep for one. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 38 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Goff now to throw. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corey Littleton able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
Check. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Showing it. Hey, 57. Yellow.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
23.
They run it again with Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Williams. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponent.